Hello. So on today's video, I am going to be talking about how to please God, making reverence on the word of God. Firstly, we are going to be reading Hebrews 13 verse 16. It says, "Do not forget to do good and to help one another, because these are the sacrifices that pleases the Lord." So if you are a Christian and you want to please the Lord, do good and help others, because the Bible of course says that these are the sacrifices that pleases the Lord our God. And we are also going to be reading Acts chapter 10 verse 4. It reads, it talks about Cornelius. He was a religious man. He was, verse 2, it says, he was a religious man. He and his whole family worshiped God. He also did much to help the Jewish poor people and was constantly praying to God. You see, he did much to help the Jewish poor people. And we know how much and how time again and again God emphasizes on how we should help the poor, the orphans, the widows, and the foreigners, right? And verse 4 it says, he stared at the angel in fear and said, "What does it say?" The angel answered, "God is pleased with your prayers and your works of charity." Remember, what pleases the Lord is to do good and to help one another. Here the angel of the Lord in Acts chapter 10 verse 4, it says, the angel said to Cornelius, "God is pleased with your prayers and your works of charity and is ready to answer you." And I'm going to be making another reference talking about Dorcas. Acts chapter 9 verse 36. It reads, in Joppa there was a woman named Tabitha who was a believer. Her name in Greek is Dorcas, meaning a dam. She spent all her time doing good and helping the poor. And we know how Peter prayed for her and she came back to life because God was pleased with her works of charity. How she did much to help what? It says that she spent all her time doing good and helping the poor. Now you see, she touched the heart of God because all the time she spent doing good and helping the poor. What did Cornelius do? He was helping the poor, and God said, "I'm pleased with your works of charity and I am ready to answer you." The last reference that I'm going to be making is Jeremiah chapter 22 verse 16. It reads, it talks about Jehoiakim, right? It says that Jeremiah chapter 20